Sip Girish Ananda, Sip Vinayak, Sip Bliss, Sip Sagai, Sip Sonu Kapoor, Sip Karan, Sip Sukeshini, Sip Ritika, Sip Sachin, Sip Ru Mataji, Sip Rutanu, Sip Sarla, Sip Prakash, Sip Siva, Sip Lakshmi, Sip Chidanand, Sip Harshal, Sip Parvati Amma. Welcome to the call. Today, do not forget to talk to me about the Pune retreat, because the Pune retreat is also important. But the subject of today's discussion, what is the subject today? Do we have to let go of God to realize God? Do we have to let go of God to realize God? Chalo, who is going to ask us the first question? First question, Rajendra from Jammu. Sir, bolo sir.
Shivam sir.
Shivam.
Sir, we have not to let go God. We have to let go the ego. By letting the ego, a yogi realizes the God. He lives in yoga, united with Sip. The ego is the product of mind. I am. Letting go of ego, we will evolve to a state of consciousness. And the moment we realize that we are nothing, we are particle of Sip, so we realize the God. Short kar raha hu, sir.
So not, you are saying no God ko we don't have to let go to realize God.
Usko pakad
We
ke
have to let go of
let
ego. ठीक है, आपका भी एक पॉइंट है, लेकिन मतलब आपने एक गूगली से फर्स्ट बॉल आपने गूगली बॉल कर दिया. देखते हैं क्या होता है. गिरीश आनंद मास्टर आते हैं, देखे मास्टर क्या बोलते हैं. मास्टर गिरीश आनंदा, गिरीश आनंदा मास्टर.
We have to let go of our personal God with the name and form, so as to realize the God.
So you are not agreeing with Rajendra. Rajendra said, no, we don't have to let go of God. You are telling ulta now. What is the meaning?
Ramakrishna Paramahamsa cut the neck of Kali to realize the ultimate truth.
So what to do now? Girish, Ananda and Rajendra are already ladai shuru ho gaya.
The moment we hold on to some God, immediately the picture of that God appearing in the calendar comes before our eyes.
So you have any personal experience?
We have to let go.
Any personal experience you have got to let go of God to realize God?
No.
Have you realized God? Not yet.
In the process.
I like honesty. When you realize God, jidhar dekhu bas tu hi to. When you realize God, then jidhar dekhu bas tu hi to, tu hi to.
We may say we have to let go of God to realize Sip. In that sense, I am saying we have to let go.
Okay. राजेंद्र देखो क्या बोल रहे हैं गिरीश ने. गिरीश बोल रहे हैं हाँ छोड़ना है. देखते हैं. Jasmine, what do you feel? Let's see what is the United States perspective. Jasmine?
I think that we have to let go of our old perception of God to realize that God is not a form, that is a powerful energy. For example, I used to think that God was a man who sat on a throne. And once I released that image or form of God, then I was able to realize, what God really was, not a form, but a powerful energy still.
Yeah, but we have all been taught. I believed in a Shiva for more than 40 years. I believed in God with the name and form for 40 years. And so, I mean, today we are trying to get to that point. How will we realize God? How, when we say realize God, of course, you realize God as Sip. So Girish Ananda says, you have to realize God as Sip. Because you realize the Sip, supreme immortal power, then who is the supreme immortal power? The supreme immortal power is God. That God that we believed in such a long time. Thank you, Jasmine. I'm happy you gave me a good answer. Let me hear your friend from New York, New Jersey, Lawrence. Thank you, Jasmine.
New York, upstate of mine, Shivam, Sip.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
Guruji.
Lawrence.
Well, okay, well, whatever we could call God or Sip is probably the greatest comedian in the whole universe. And why do I say that? Well, because how do you hold on to nothing? You can't. So letting go of God should be the easiest thing, or well, all concepts of that being. I would say, isn't it true then? What do you say, Guruji, that by that letting go, that's how we are united with that abundance of love.
So tell
It's
me, Lawrence.
unstoppable, it's
Okay,
unbelievable.
Lawrence,
Yeah.
tell me one. Let me ask you a question. Did you believe in a
Yeah,
God when
yeah.
you were
I
a
wish
kid?
you would.
Did you believe in
Oh, of
God
course,
when you were a
naturally.
kid? Which God?
Oh, naturally. I went to Catholic school, all of that, of course. Yeah, right.
You went to
Mhm.
church till how many years
Yeah,
back you went to?
I was an altar boy. Oh, gee, I was the whole schmear, like the
Okay,
Shanna Baker.
when did you last go to a church?
Oh, not that long ago. I don't go very often. I made a retreat because I'm really kind of into the monk people who see more the contemplative unity of all. They're not like Meister Eckhart. They're not hung up on the well, they're more into the impersonal, the ground of being sip,
So
really.
do you
Than
still believe?
most.
Do you still believe in the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit? And do you
Well,
still believe in the Bible?
Oh, well, everything in the Bible, it ain't necessarily so. No. I would say rather that they are, pure energy, pure intimacy, pure love. So, of course, these are only, SIP is that Godhead without limits, without definition form. So, of
And
course,
why have you put after your name Lawrence Prem G? Why have you put Prem G?
oh, because my middle name is Gabriel, after the angel, right? And I really like Prem Yoga that you are bringing up, and I just work on it. That's why, in a New York minute, as they say, it just happened. I'm sure you've been in the Big Apple, right?
Thank you,
And
Lawrence.
great food. Oh,
I
you're
feel free
welcome.
to
Laughter.
question you, and I feel free to interrupt you because you have such a stylish accent. So when people cannot follow you, then I interrupt you because I want them to follow you.
You must do it because I have a very analog mind and I make all these connections and they can be very oblique. Oblique and
love
unique.
you. We all love you being on the call, Lawrence. We all love you to be on
I
the
love
call.
being with you and everyone.
Thank you, Will. Thank you, Will Ritika.
Shivohang Sip.
Yes, Will.
I think the question is creating confusion. I don't really know why you've asked it, because the point
Because
is
it's important. It's very important. If you keep on holding to God.
Of course, I might be wrong, but I'm just raising an issue that usually the research begins with the Atman. It doesn't begin with Brahman. So
Can I ask you, wait. Will, can I ask you a question? Which was the first God you prayed to? You remember when you were a kid?
Well, in Christianity, they have Jesus. It's a very confused religion because I think Jesus is the God that I prayed to first.
You prayed. So you went to church and you said, "My Father, thou art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done." Did you say all those prayers?
Yes.
Okay. Then do you now still believe that Jesus is God?
Well, it's a difficult question. I don't think Jesus is really. I don't think Jesus. You're asking. I don't know why. God is God. Jesus is the Son
Who's
of God.
God? So who's
It's
God?
it's slightly confused. It's not really as clear as you'd like it to be.
No, it's very clear. The pond has got no muddy water. The pond has got no ripples. Well, it's clear to me. I can see all the fish.
I thought, you see, that the research begins with Atman, where with the question, it's as if you're saying that the research begins with Brahman, but in fact,
No.
it
The research ends with Atman and Brahman. See, each one of us. For example, when I asked, I think Lawrence said he believed in Jesus Christ, and Jasmine told us last time she was in one religion, and Jasmine turned to another religion. The question today is this: if I believed in Shiva for 40 years,
Yes.
and I continued to pray to Shiva as God, would I ever get awakened spiritually?
Well, I don't think you can say either way, because you don't. This is a mystery. Like why you got enlightened and other people are not enlightened. I don't think anyone knows the answer to that.
Well, let me tell you a secret.
The
Let me-
point is what you did
Yeah.
successfully is you did the neti practice, and to that regard, you have to say neti to everything, including whatever you think is God, because it's all not God. So your neti does indeed have to be applied to all things, and it's very painful to apply that to the God that you deeply believe in. This is
So do
this
you
I-
know, no, well, let me give you a secret. First of all, I don't think I've told you guys this before. On 31st of August 2014, when I was awakened, I was still praying to Shiva.
exactly.
In 2014, I prayed to Shiva. 2015, I was still praying to Shiva. 2016, I was still praying to Shiva. It was only after a couple of years that I evolved and said, no, Shiva is not God. Shiva is just a form. People have created this form for children to pray. And people have created fancy gods with rabbit heads and dragon heads and tails and wings to make it fancy looking.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't do it.
Huh?
That
doesn't mean?
That doesn't mean you should not pray to Shiva. You're just saying you have to give it up. You're not saying there shouldn't be nursery school. You're saying you have to go through nursery. You have to pray to Shiva.
Yeah. But
after your enlightenment, you have to give it up.
Correct. That's exactly what we are trying to ask. So, but then you're not answered the question. That what you're saying now is correct, isn't it? When you are awakened, no. Now let me tell you. You've said we need to check some grammar here. You said after you are enlightened, you have to give it up, right?
No, you said that. I didn't say that. You said
you
you said after your enlightenment you give it up. You
said
even before, even while you were the very
you
day.
You caught me by my neck. You caught me by the neck. Now let me explain what I said. After 2014, when I was awakened, I was still believing in Shiva.
Exactly.
Then I said in 2015, 2016, somewhere, I realized Shivoham.
Yes.
I realized that I had to give up Shiva.
Well, why do you have to give? Why do you have to give it up?
Because as long as I believe,
you're already enlightened.
Because as long as I believe that Shiva is God, then I will have duality. I am separate from Shiva.
So you're saying that after your enlightenment, you give up duality.
After self-realization, you need to give up duality to attain God realization. Yes. If you have duality, you will never attain God realization. Very important, Will. Very important.
This is the very interesting thing. You've got two stages of enlightenment. And after you only have to give up God after the first stage.
Absolutely. You don't need to give up God until you finish Neti Tattvamasi. You don't need to, you cannot, my dear Will and everybody else on the call, you cannot attain God realization until you attain self-realization.
Yes, exactly.
First, you come to know your Atman.
Yes.
After you come to know your Atma, then you come to know your Paramatma.
But it seems to me that you know the right time to give up God. You don't just give up God and then say now Atman, AiR told me to give it up. Now I get enlightened. The other way around. First, you have to get to the first. You yourself know when to do that.
It's an evolution. You evolve. You keep on climbing. Will, imagine this, Will. You're trying to climb a mountain. Okay, Will?
Yes, sir.
You keep on climbing the mountain. You keep on climbing the mountain, and suddenly you realize there's nothing more to climb.
Yes, sir.
Where are you?
Yes, sir.
You're right on the top of the mountain. Now, where are you going to climb? You cannot climb up anymore.
But what you're saying, which is interesting, is that even after enlightenment, there is a kind of evolution. This evolution is continuing. It's not like
I have told you this many times. Please see, the journey goes like a peak, and then it continues after you reach the peak. You have to continue the journey. From self-realization to God realization, and then to liberation, and then unification.
I find that very lovely because I find my attachment to God is very strong and not easily.
That's your big problem.
I don't want to say neti neti to God because I don't think God is neti neti. I can't use that practice in.
No, you don't have to. You're not saying God is neti neti. You're saying God is, this whole universe is God. Every bird you see is God. Every flamingo, every cloud, everything we see is God. God, God. There's nothing other than God.
Yes.
Don't think God is nothing. Think God is everything. That is the challenge.
So I don't have to say neti neti God.
No. Neti neti will. Will is the divine. Will is the one who I thought was God. Will is SIP. ISIS. ISIS. I am the soul. Soul is SIP. I am SIP. SIP in all.
But you have to put it the other way around. You have to sip is will. You don't say will is sip. You have to say sip is will. Otherwise, you end up with megalomania. This is the problem with Mr.
Okay.
Adolf Hitler. He said Adolf Hitler is God. That's the wrong way around.
Yeah, that's why he died a dog, right? He's not known for anything good because he was Hitler. Anyway, very good interacting. Ritika Gupta. Let me see what Ritika has to say. Ritika, you want some time to talk, or you're ready to talk?
Yeah, Shivoham.
Yes.
So actually,
Shivoham.
my answer was this only: you have to let go of the form of God, and you have to let go of that duality ultimately to realize God.
Yeah, but that is what we know. Ritika, let's ask you: which God you prayed when you were a kid?
Devi, Durga.
And you still pray to Guru Durga now?
Yeah.
And you have a temple in your house?
Yeah.
And you follow Navratri and all those things? You do Garba dancing and all that?
No, that I don't do. But I pray to God, as in like all the gods.
So my point is this, will to please make note. So Ritika, as long as you're praying to God, you're creating a barrier to realize SIP.
Yes.
And the moment we are intelligently aware that God is not limited to Devi, God is not limited to Jesus, God is not limited to Buddha, God is not limited to Krishna or Shiva. God is that power that fills this universe, and God manifests as Devi, God manifests as Shiva, God manifests as Jesus Christ. These are so-called saints, okay?
Yeah.
But we have to say God is Ritika. Ritika is a goddess. Unless Ritika, you say, I am a goddess, it is not out of pride, but it is out of humble, it is out of humble reverence. That this Ritika that people call me, Ritika is none other than a goddess. So then this takes you closer towards God. You have any
But you
questions?
continue to, but you continue to do it till you got.
No, can you all hear her? I can't hear you. You'll have to repeat, Ritika, we could not hear you. Okay, we've lost her for a moment. Let her come back. But till Ritika comes back, Krishna, we will let Ritika interrupt when she comes back. Krishna, please.
Yes, sir, Shivoham.
Shivoham.
Sir, from this call, we have very well realized who is God, where is God, what is God. We very well understand God is not in a distant heaven or sky. But at the same time, I do believe in, form worship also. Because
Which God you believe in?
Yeah, my Gurudev was, when I close my eyes, the flowing beard of my Gurudev comes in front of me. He was a God because he used to pray Lord Krishna. I also say the Mahamantra because I was following him blindly and Abibi. But
so
what I'm trying to...
You still believe that your Guru is God and your Krishna is God and you are not God?
No. But the understanding from this call, absolutely, I know it is one divine energy. One became many, 100%. But how do we love God? To love God, I need a form. And that form I see in everyone. I cannot simply love energy.
No, but I love, how come I can love God? Why you can't when I can love God?
The power of bhakti. So I wanted, this is always my question because this is very subjective because आपको कैसे vision मिला एक शिवोहम temple construct करने के लिए? That means there was some divine spark inside you to construct the temple. No, I'm not saying ki Shiva or Krishna or God comes in, with a flute and standing like that. No, but किसी भी form में believe करेंगे तो it will take you. It will, एक focus मिलेंगे, एक what do you call? You see that form in everything, then that develops, right, sir?
My
That is how.
dear Krishna, the moment you see that God as one form, you cannot realize God. That is the secret. The moment you see God limited to Krishna, and the moment you see God limited to Guru, no. How
What
come
is it?
I love you all? I love you all, and obviously I may see somebody in this call as a goddess. How do I see somebody in this call as a goddess? I see somebody in this call as a god. How?
So please explain to us, sir. So you are seeing as a divine energy. What are you seeing in everyone?
No. I love you as God. You are God to me.
What is God? Is it energy? What
No,
is it?
Krishna, the one who's talking.
Acha, matlab you are saying in different forms, many gods.
No, I can
Yeah.
see Lawrence. I can see God Lawrence in front of me. I can see Devi Ritika, Durga Devi Ritika in front of me. I can see Chotwani Bhagavan in front of me. I can see Rajendra Prabhu in front of me. I can see Anand Swami. I can see Shiva. I can see Shiva. Shiva. Om Namo Shivaya. I can see Shiva is in front of me. You cannot see. Krishna kept quiet. Yeah, Krishna, you cannot see?
So I don't know.
You know why you cannot see? You know. You know why you cannot see and I can see. You know why? You know you don't know why. Krishna, can I explain? Are you there? Hello, Krishna, are you there or no?
I am there.
Suppose I show you an apple and I ask you, what is this? What will you say?
Apple.
You will say it's apple. Unless you realize it's not an apple, how will you agree it's pineapple? If you always look at an apple and you tell it is apple, are you following what I'm saying?
I'm following. But
If I ask you, if I ask you today, what is this? What you'll say? Can you look at me? What is this? What is this I'm holding?
so this is a bottle. So
Ah,
I'm not saying. So please,
now
I'm not saying. I don't go. The last time I went to a temple was a Shoham temple. I'm not a temple going person.
I'm
But
I'm not talking about temple at all. We are.
I'm not talking about God with form. But मुझे लगता है कि I'm not limiting God to an idol. I'm not saying that. But we need something because I'm in my body, so I need something to, how can I explain to you? And it's all very subjective experiences, no? How can
You need something. I need everything. Why should I see God? Why should I see God only in Krishna or only in Shiva? Why can't I see God in Ritika and in Bala and in Lawrence? Why cannot I see?
So we also see, it is with your guidance, we also see the divinity in everything, yes. But for us to do that,
No. But you are still thinking this is a bottle, na? You are still seeing this bottle as bottle. Until you stop seeing this bottle as a bottle, you cannot see the bottle. Everybody is bottle. You cannot say, na. You are thinking only this is bottle.
ऐसे बोलेंगे तो seeing ही नहीं है ना, sir. Seeing is
You have
also
to see. You have to see sip in all, love sip in all, serve sip in all. From how long we are saying this?
Yes, I understand. That's what I said. I completely realize what is God. You have made us realize we are supreme immortal power. All that fine, but we are not limiting to whether it is form God or formless God. ये भी क्यों करना है, sir?
Then why did Ramakrishna have to cut the head of Kali to realize God?
So I told you, but Totapuri came back to Devi.
नहीं वो गलत है वो बात है गलत
in gospel.
हाँ you please send me that gospel. I want to read that.
I send that to you. But today another thing also, let me tell you another thing. Ramakrishna से पूजा करने के लिए बोला, the japamala fell from his hand. He said, I can't do any more puja. So that also happened. Vivekananda, then after realization, he went to do the puja. So this side and that side. And I heard also in classical Advaita is not rejecting form. That is what finally they say.
Krishna, we need the form to go to the formless. We need the form to go to the formless. We need the Father, the Son to reach the Holy Spirit. But as long...
Sir, Guru, I'm asking to you as my Guru, you tell us, are we ready? Are we mature enough to throw away the form and say we are able to realize God?
Absolutely. But unless you trust the Guru, you won't do na.
I trust the Guru a lot.
And then I'm telling you, you don't need to. Then don't say God. From today onwards, remove the word God from your life.
God में नहीं बोलते हैं, मैं भगवान बोलते हैं.
ना भगवान भी निकाल दो. Only sip बोलो. Only sip. प्रभु पास है. प्रभु पास है. प्रभु पास है. दूर नहीं वो. प्रभु पास है. शिव भी वो ही राम है. हनुमान वो ही घनश्याम है. आत्मा ही परमात्मा है. दिल के अंदर उसका निवास है. Nothing other than this.
Last one comment. This is such a beautiful bhajan. इसका मतलब क्या है? All the names and forms are in that one supreme, no?
Yeah, but you are not getting na. बाला भी वो, आनंद वो ही है. ब्रिजेश है वो, कमल किशोर वो. Everybody is God, not Krishna, not Rama, not Devi.
I don't believe in Krishna or Rama. I'm not saying that. But to reach momentum, you say to drop that pole vault or to cross over that. You need that momentum, that Shakti milne ke liye chahiye na, something
that
to...
Shakti is already inside you. And when you are not letting go of the God, if I had not let go of Shiva, today I would not be capable to talk to you on this call.
Okay, sir, thank you.
It's very important. I know. See, don't feel bad that we are having this discussion. What is this discussion meant for? This discussion is to help you to graduate. This discussion is to help you to climb over, because those people who keep clinging to their God cannot attain SIP.
I don't
You
cling
must.
to God.
That's all.
I don't cling to my God, but I cling to the picture of my Gurudev.
Okay. You cling to your picture of your Gurudev. Why you don't click to picture of Raji? Why you don't click to picture of Shiva? They are also God. They are also God.
Yeah.
So contemplate. Ritika, you have not completed your question. Ritika, you want to complete your question? Ritika,
Yeah.
please. And then Bala. Yes.
My question is, but you let go of God after you got self-realization, right?
Yes.
So we will also realize, means the attachment is reducing. I'll put it this way. So is it not a step-by-step process?
No. See, let me tell you. You can tell me, I will, after attaining self-realization, I will give up God. Or you can...
I don't know when.
No, but if you give up the form of God, you will get self-realization faster. You will get God realization faster. By you keeping the picture of God in front of you, don't mind me saying, you keep on saying, they what's the song they sing? What's the song in the Kali Devi? What's the favorite song? Kaun sa gana? जय माता दी, प्रेम से बोलो जय माता दी, ऐसे जाओ जय माता दी, प्यारे बोलो जय माता दी. What is this Jai Mata Di? What is it? What is the meaning of it?
That the energy is within.
There is no meaning. You are telling that you are telling Mata is everything. For example, why am I again saying Hare Krishna? You are telling Hare Krishna means what? You are telling Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. What's the meaning? The meaning is Krishna is God and Rama is God, and hail, hail, hallelujah. You are actually telling, hail the Lord, praise the Lord. What praise? Which Lord? You are the Lord. If I was telling for 40 years, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Last 8 years or 7 years, I stopped saying Om Namah Shivaya. Never say Om Namah Shivaya. I only say Shivoham. And if I have to say Om Namah Shivaya, it is only I say Om Namah Shivaya, Shivoham, Shivoham, Om Namah Shivaya. If you say Hare Krishna and you say, suppose you say Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Mahi Krishna, Mahi Krishna. Can you say? You tell somebody Mahi Krishna, they'll give you 2 slaps. What your Krishna? No, that is duality. This is the problem. We have to eliminate duality. Anything else? Otherwise, Bala. Then Bala, Aham Sip, Sudham, Anand, Lawrence and Rajinder, second round. Bala, bolo Bala.
Pranam Guruji, love you Guruji.
Pranam
Guruji,
Mataji.
Pranam. Aham Brahmasmi Guruji, Aham Brahmasmi. That means आत्मा ही परमात्मा है गुरुजी.
Very good. तो कौन आपका भगवान कौन है?
मेरे पहले बहुत भगवान थे, अभी कुछ भी नहीं है गुरुजी भगवान. अभी पहले नवरात्रि में देवी बिठाती थी, गणपति में गणपति बिठाती थी.
अभी कौन है भगवान?
अभी आप है भगवान.
देखो एनलाइटेड पर्सन देख लिया आपने. देखो एनलाइटेड पर्सन देख. ऐसा मत बोलो. आप बोलो सामने सभी भगवान है मेरे सामने.
नहीं, आप सुनो, जैसे मैं ये कॉल पे आती हूँ, आपको ही मैं सब कुछ देखती हूँ गुरुजी, और आपका ही सब फॉलो करके मैं अभी तक यहाँ तक आई हूँ गुरुजी. आई लेफ्ट एवरीथिंग.
आज तो बहुत खुश है, कल तो रो रही थी तुम.
हाँ, तो फिर मैंने कल बहुत कॉन्टेम्पलेट किया, मेडिटेशन किया, वापस आई डांस लाइक एनीथिंग, जो चाहिए वो किया और वापस नॉर्मल हो गई गुरुजी. एंड आई कॉन्टेम्पलेटेड. एंड गुरुजी सुनो, वो क्या है, इन द पाथ ऑफ रियलाइजेशन, व्हेन यू क्रिएट अ ड्युअलिटी, you have to be one with yourself ki I am that. So that helps a lot guruji.
Very good.
That creates oneness.
कोई मूर्ति का पूजा करने का जरूरत नहीं है. तुम ही आप ही स्वयं भगवान हो.
And then अगर मैं किसी को पूछूंगी मुझे वो आंसर चाहिए, भगवान मुझे माफ कर दो, मुझे ये कर, that means you're creating a duality in between you. So when Sip gives you the answer, that means you yourself, you are a god.
You are Sip. Sip.
Yeah, you are Sip.
Very good, Bala. आपको अवार्ड दूंगा मैं, अवार्ड दूंगा.
Thank you Guruji. Don't forget to give me award. Don't forget to give me award now. पक्का. अहम Sip.
Shivoham Guruji and all other Sip on the call. I love you all and bow down with my full reverence. Guruji, I think when we come out of ignorance and understand that only Prabhu is Satya, everything else is Mithya, He is everywhere, everything, He is omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient, we automatically come out of praying for any other God in form and shape. We automatically start believing that God is the only thing, that is the only Satya.
So what? Where have you reached? आप अभी भी आप कोई मूर्ति की पूजा करती है या छोड़ दिया?
नहीं गुरुजी, घर में है लेकिन मैं करती नहीं.
घर में रह सकता है. घर में, घर का मतलब नहीं घर की मूर्ति लेके बाहर रोड में फेंकना. ये दिस इज नॉट नीडेड. यू हैव टू बी क्लियर कि प्रभु अंदर है. जो नहीं समझता कि प्रभु अंदर है वो इंसान नहीं, वो तो बंदर है. जो नहीं समझता कि प्रभु अंदर है वो इंसान नहीं, वो तो बंदर है. ठीक है. वी हैव गॉट आनंद वी. Anand.
Yeah, sure, Guruji.
Yes, Anand.
So, I kind of spend an hour every day doing puja. So, looks like what I'm doing is So it's kind of a big conflict to me based on
What
what you are
puja you
telling
do?
me.
May I ask you what puja you do?
No, I pray to Devi every day.
Devi.
Yeah.
Okay. Then
Then I do Gayatri,
I thought
chantings.
only Devis pray to Devi. So then after praying to Devi, then what do you do?
No, then I do a lot of Gayatri mantra chanting and all those things. So, and I
So
thought,
what
all those
happens?
things
What
really.
happens when you say Om Bhur Bhuvasvaha Tat Savitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Diyo Yonaya Prachodayat? What happens? You keep on repeating this. What happens?
At least it calms my mind, is what I felt.
That it will do. That it will do. If you want to do that for calming your mind, please do it. But you will not realize God.
But I thought, you have to have that experience to see God in everybody, and at that point you can live God, right? But at least you're really emphasizing that we need to, at this stage itself, drop it, is it?
See, whether you drop at this stage or later stage, the sooner you get to the truth, the better. And if you're holding on, if you're holding one hand, you're holding Devi and Gayatri, and you're holding with one hand, then you cannot reach. It's like this to explain to you all, my dear friends. You cannot discover the ocean unless you have the courage to lose sight of the shore. If your boat is tied to the shore, if you are secure with Devi and Gayatri and Shiva and Krishna, if you are secure with those gods and your boat is tied to them, it will forever be tied. It will not discover the ocean. If you want to discover the ocean, then you have the courage to cut the rope. If you don't cut the rope, then you will have Devi and Gayatri for the rest of your life. But you will not realize it.
It's a big contemplation for me, but
Sankat.
I think your message is very loud and clear.
See, so by you repeating the ignorance that God lives in the sky or God is Devi or Vaishnu Devi or whatever, it is okay for somebody on the street, Anand, not for Anand who's a zoomer. You're already wearing your shoes and you're ready to go to the dance floor. After wearing your shoes and ready to dance with Sip, you're going back again and looking on the street as to where is the dance floor. No, you are ready to go. You want to be one with Sip. You want to realize God. Then why you are going backwards?
No, I
Because
didn't
you're not
realize it till
confident.
this call, right?
No, you didn't realize it
No,
till
I
this call.
didn't realize that till this call. Yeah.
Nothing. You are doing nothing except only a small thing. You're only wasting 1 hour a day. There is nothing wrong, and don't take me wrong. See, if you are not a zoomer and seeker, I would not tell you you're wasting 1 hour a day. Now I'm telling you, spend that 1 hour in yoga, spend that 1 hour in contemplation, spend that 1 hour in spreading Neti Neti Tattvamasi, spend that 1 hour in trying to read Kathopanishad and learning the meaning of death, spend that 1 hour in understanding the 4 Mahavakyas. Don't waste your time. Just suppose from morning to night I keep on saying Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Very good, amazing. For a person who is not yet a jigyasu, a person who is not a mumukshu, a person who's only a bhakta, please continue. Don't go and tell a bhakta to stop. It's a sin. But jigyasu should not continue this. If you are a bhakta, if Krishna says, I want to say Hare Krishna, there's no problem. But Krishna is enlightened. Enlightened person should not do. Awakened person should not do. If Anand, you think you're awakened spiritually, then you should not do. If you are still thinking you're Buddha, please continue. Please continue. Now think about it. Siva.
I will contemplate.
Yeah. And come back to us. Come back to the group. Come back to the group. Siva. Om Namah Siva.
जैसे इन्होंने कहा कि पहले तो हम भगवान को बहुत पूजा वगैरह करते थे, but after coming to this call, everything is stopped. But the shlokas that I used to recite since my childhood, that is in me, that has not gone. But when I close my eyes, I don't see any form now, it's fading away. And people say that you have to give up God to realize God. I feel that it is going on its own. I don't give up, actually. When I close my
Shiva,
eyes, previously I used
Shiva.
to see the form. Now I don't see the form.
But that's all. If you're not seeing the form, very good. When you're seeing the Shiva, if we are seeing the form, it's like the child riding a bicycle with those two side wheels. If a child is riding a bicycle with those two side wheels, that means what? He's riding bicycle or he has no balance?
There's no balance, that's right.
If you want to really ride cycle properly, what the child should do?
Remove the
two wheels. If you don't remove the form, the God with form, then you are putting those wheels. That means you're not confident about SIP. That means you're not confident of your awakening. That means you cannot self-certify. That means you cannot self-certify that you are enlightened.
Yeah. And one more thing I want to tell you, that by doing that, the mind is very calm now. With meditation, I was doing it for quite some time, maybe 20 years, from 20 years. So itna mind bhi calm ho gaya and the form has gone. But the shlokas I still remember.
See, once again, what shlokas you are telling now?
No, sometimes it comes to my mind. That's all.
So,
Not on a
change, Siva, whatever shloka you are telling, correct? Suppose I was telling Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. What you must change to now? Prabhu paas hai, Prabhu paas hai. Same tune. Don't change the tune. Keep the same tune, but put meaning in the tune.
No, now I listen to the bhajan only. I find it more meaningful and more soulful bhajans. I listen to that.
Because what happens as long as we are holding on to the God with the form, that means we are still caught in avidya. It is, let me, I don't know how many of you know this story or not. I think I told this story. Let me tell you a quick story. There was a Buddhist monk. The Buddhist monk used to climb up to the hilltop. There was a monastery. And the Buddhist monk used to wear a very cold. He used to wear a a robe made of fur. A cat used to find that fur robe very, very cozy. So the cat would rub against, cats, have you seen cats? They will rub against you. So the cat used to rub against this monk and go up to the top. When the monk used to sit down and do puja, the cat also will sit next to the monk and keep on rubbing the monk. Then one day, that monk died. Another monk used to wear that robe and go up. The cat used to follow. Then one day the cat died. Another cat followed that monk and went up. Like this continued. One day, then there was no cat. Then all the monks got together and said something very bad omen has happened. The cat is missing. They made a cat in stone and they kept the cat there near the monk. And they were doing puja to that cat. This is exactly what is called don't pray to a stone cat. Stone cat. We are creating stone cats.
So this is what I want to ask. We don't have to really give up, is it? It goes on it.
Whether if it goes away on its own, very good. How it will go away? If you are depending on that God, how it will go away? If I was calling on Shiva, oh my Shiva, I'm having problem. Oh my Shiva, please help me. We do or we don't do? Don't we do it, Shiva? Krishna, they say, you pray to Krishna, he will solve your problems. They say or they don't say? If you believe that Krishna is sitting up in Golaka and he will solve your problems, how will you realize the Krishna inside of you?
Okay. No, now I see divine, you are there.
You have to depend on the SIP that is inside you.
Yes.
You have to treat everybody as SIP. You do not have to depend on the SIP in Kailasa. Oh, Namah Shivaya, I am coming to Kailasa. I am coming to see you, my Shiva, in Kailasa. Huh? Shiva is waiting in Kailasa. Brijesh Gopal Sudam Chidanand. Brijesh Gopal Sudam Chidanand.
Pranam, sir. Pranam.
Pranam. Yes, sir.
Yeah, before coming to this call also, I was contemplating on these points. I came to know that there is nobody sitting up and down or left and right as God. But I also understood that the entire cosmos, the universe is one form, and I am a part of, like in my body, 1 lakh or 10 trillion cells are there. Like that, in that big universe, I am also a cell. That way I have felt. But this that I am also a God, that way I did not feel. No, I am contemplating on that. But I felt that as my cell, my body has so many trillions of cells. Like that, this whole universe is a body. In that, I am also a cell.
Who
Maybe
told
microsome.
you? Who told you you are God?
No, that is SIP. You don't know SIP, that small system.
You when you realize I am not. Only God is.
Yeah,
Never
that will
never
take.
say never say I am God.
Yeah, I am part. No, but I always say that. I always feel that I am not God, but I am part of God.
I am Atma.
I am this.
I am Atma.
Yeah.
And the Atma is Paramatma.
Yeah, the sum total of all things, including me, including you, including all the people, is the God.
Correct. It's not God. It's Sip.
Yeah, it's Sip. Yeah.
Don't say God. The moment you
yeah.
say God, the moment you say God, the mind goes to Shiva, Krishna, Rama.
Yeah.
Don't use the word God.
Yeah. That bad reputation of that word has been there. That God. I mean to say, of course, better to say the same word. This is the power. This is the SIP.
Yeah.
And you told that SIP is that okay. So that power,
supreme immortal power.
Supreme immortal power. That I understand that I am also part of you, everybody. My son, my wife, my father, your father, neighbor, everybody, everything is part of that. So I consider that I am a cell in the universal body. That is how I have meant.
Okay, same thing. Good.
Yeah. And I say that temple, mala, that all are devices used for the beginners, and that should be continue. And there is a pleasure. Even if you suppose, if I go to, even though I bow, I go with my wife, I go and do this. The aroma there.
I am asking you a question.
Yeah.
My mother and father going to temple, they are 84 years. They don't want to believe Sip. They only believe Shiva. My mother.
They will come back.
My own mother, my own father. Is it okay?
They are my guru's parents. I can't comment on
I am giving you an example. I'm asking, is it okay?
No.
That is the reality. What can I do about it? Can I do anything about it?
Nothing.
My own mother, my own father, they are still clinging on to God. They are still clinging.
It is very difficult, sir. It's very difficult.
Now you understand why I'm teaching you.
Yeah, understood.
If
you are taking a lot of pain.
If you become the age of my mother and father, who can save you?
Yes.
It is serious matter. It is a serious matter.
I understand.
Gopal. Too serious a matter. Very serious matter. Don't say it is okay. Brijesh, don't say it is okay. Like Krishna is telling, it is okay to see the name of the form. No, it is very dangerous. It is very dangerous. Like somebody told me, it is okay. एक छोटा cigarette, एक ही puff. Chidanand, one puff. It is okay, one cigarette. What will happen? One cigarette, what will happen? Because, okay? One cigarette, okay? Very dangerous. Very dangerous. Gopal.
I bow down to Sip. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. What you are telling, this is perfectly, absolutely right, sir. Because हम लोग जब देखते हैं कि अलग अलग सिस्टम में people are enlightened. Like the person in Jain monastery, they say a person was beating the rice. His job was only beating the rice. After 10 years, he became enlightened. The stories are there. So the concept of any god or form is not required. This is obviously correct. But in the Hindu system, what we feel, all these methods and gods and forms are a device to go inside and understand Shivoham. Suppose I go to a temple. We should not dump, sir. We should go to temple and we say that sheep is there in the stone. Sheep is also in me. I am soul, so I am sheep. So we should move inward. We should not dump at this stage. Second thing, sir. And third thing is that you are telling the right thing, sir. As soon as we leave the form, we will get enlightened. This is the most important thing, sir.
Actually, you know what? We are not leaving God. It is not, we are not dumping the God. No. We are trying to realize the true form of God. As long as we keep on teaching the child that you one day after you die, you will go to Vaikuntha, you will go to Krishna. Krishna is there with the bansuri. Krishna will be waiting for you, playing bansuri for you. If we teach children like this, then means how they will realize Sip is inside them.
But sir, in the existing system, if some temple is there, so this is the beginning, and we should encourage people to go there and ultimately become formless.
Correct.
Sir.
It is okay for beginning, Gopal.
Yes.
Beginning
Yes,
is okay, but if that becomes the ending, then what happens?
Plus, sir, what you are telling, sir, some persons is not accept all these facts.
No,
we are on different
Gopal.
levels of consciousness, sir.
Not that.
We could
Gopal,
not force anybody.
No, nobody's forcing. Am I forcing
Yes,
you?
sir. Then, like you are telling your father, sir, he's also in the progress, evolving. Someday he will come to know, sir.
Sir, that is good. But he's 84 years old.
So it is said that even one life may not be sufficient for karmic accounts. Maybe
So what am I
next
telling
life,
people?
next to next life.
If somebody this call is 44, they should become 84. Then we will teach them.
No, that is okay. But we cannot expect that it will happen for all immediately things.
It will happen for those who really love God. It will happen for those who seek God. It will happen for those who do not just say Gayatri Mantra. That's why I told Anand. Every day, Anand, don't say Gayatri Mantra. Every day you tell yourself, Neti Neti Tattvamasi. Neti Neti Tattvamasi. Neti Neti Tattvamasi. Neti Neti Tattvamasi.
Plus, sir, what in the Guru, they say somebody is telling she's keeping the portrait of Gurus. So we should focus on the qualities of the Guru, what their teachings
No,
are
not
there.
the Guru. The Guru, see, even I used to pray to my Guru like God. Then I asked my Guru. I told my Guru, hey, Guru, what is this? You are praying to your Guru. Nonsense. I asked like that. What is this? You are teaching us wrong things. Then he laughed. He told me, I am not praying to my Guru. I am praying through my Guru. Now I go to Shiva temple. I have a big Shiva temple. I don't pray to Shiva. I pray through Shiva.
Actually, sir, experience is so, death-like experience. We're going to the enlightenment is like death-like. So we need some form to catch hold of initially.
Correct. But if you cling to that form, अगर वो form को पकड़ के रखेंगे तो
no, one day we have to leave, but if support is required, sir.
My dear Gopal.
Yes, sir.
Will Yama ask your permission before coming? Will Yama ask? Just now my mother phoned me. I said, yes, how are you? She told my friend, no, who's 15 years younger to me. I said, yes, what happened? Just now she got heart attack, she died.
Oh, this is
My mother is 84. Her friend is not even 70. Just now she called and told my friend died.
So we have the feeling of urgency. That is.
That the time is now.
Yes, sir. Yes. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay,
Sudham
sir.
and Chidanand. I know it's not an easy subject. Many of you find it very, very difficult to believe me.
Shivam Guruji.
Shivam.
To realize God, I should drop myself in the God.
Good.
I could not be God. I could not realize God by being a Sudam. There should not be duality. Without me, I should be God to realize the God.
If you realize I am nothing, then you become God.
Right.
Good. Thank you. Thank you, Sudham. Chidanand Raji. Chidanand and Raji. And then second round.
I think unless of this I, that duality remains. And as long as I is there, your self-realization is not possible. And unless there is self-realization, so then I gets dropped and enlightened ego comes in place. That's the time when one can understand what you're trying to say is God is not there in the world. Because as long as I exist in the form, whatever we do, whatsoever we say, we can understand it, but we'll never realize it. Because to realize sin, drop that committed sin. And unless that happens, let go of God, I think the human mind cannot even see.
Yeah. But Chidanand, all the people.
Self-realization also, as you rightly said, that habit remains of worshipping God. But then once we evolve towards the level of God realizing, then let go of God is natural. It is, that's how you pray through Shiva. I personally pray through God. But till the time that self-realization happens, the translation from self-realization to God realization happens. This confusion in a human mind, even if like a devout bhakta like Krishna. The problem is I. So that identity, I and the Lord, that Aham Brahmasmi from I am Sim, I am soul, I am Sim. The transition is the time when this let go of what happens.
Very good point, Chidanand. But
and that's why when you say
I am presuming
we expect that we should reach the level of self-realization.
Yeah, but Chidanand, many people in this call are struggling at that point of self-realization. This becomes a special catch. If you catch this, this can increase your speed of self-realization.
Yes.
This is a big possibility. Normally, it is self-realization to God realization.
Then you have to drop it.
Yes, but this is kind of a shortcut. I'm teaching people today a shortcut. If you can trust and you can think of SIP inside you, that also can be a way for you to enlighten your ego. So this is Chidanand. I hope you understand. This is
that is the guidance of the Guru, because that's where because having a Guru, so you're not able to get the shortcut. Then you can read books.
So therefore, it's unless for me, if I had not followed my master, I would have never reached the state where I reached. But everybody doesn't have to follow the same route. Let's see. We have to close quickly. Raji, and then second round. Second round, we have Lawrence, Rajendra, Bala, Brijesh, and Will. But first Raji, and then second round. Quickly.
Shivaham Guruji. First of all, I am very much thankful to you because I was one of the most religious person who was going to temple, but I will tell even circumstances or after meeting you, I don't know. Now completely stopped. And my contemplation is only I am not the body, mind, ego. Then who am I? I am the soul. Except this, now I have shifted from Delhi to Bangalore. So there is no photos also.
Shifted to Bangalore?
Yes.
When you shifted to Bangalore?
Mangalore, yeah.
Mangalore. Okay. So good, Raji. I know you are very religious.
That means I have not brought anything from that. Here, one
no, you don't.
house
Why should you, Raji? Why you need to bring when you yourself are that?
Yes, and that entire temple, everything, it is there only. Here, nothing. I told everything, circumstances or after meeting you, whatever it is, I don't know. I can simply say that only. came.
It is just like
Now
it is just like somebody tells that my father died. Now I am looking for some Ganga pani. Unless I get water from the Ganga, my father's soul will not be at peace. This is
Guruji,
the
I
kind.
after coming here, I don't know how to tell you or what to tell. After joining the call for the past 6 months itself, I am only contemplating on who am I, why I have come, where is the soul, this, only meditating completely, and only one bhajan. Prabhu Pana Jahan bhi dekho, Prabhu hi Prabhu. The
Very
same
good.
thing. No other.
Continue, Raji. Please continue. Don't have any
Thank you.
hesitation. Now, time is over. Quick comment. Lawrence, Rajendra, Bala, and Prajesh and Will. 5 quick
Sip.
comments.
Much too long, except 2 things. I love debate since I was up, but just to let you know about me, about 19, all my views of Jesus, for instance, were non-dualistic from then on. So I completely support what you say in every way there, because absolutely, within and without, God is everything. So that's all I wanted to say.
Thank you, Lawrence. Thank you so much.
Just so one more thing, and that is that the teachings were distorted because the consciousness or lack thereof of those people, kind of in charge of scripture, etc., did not really get the Christ consciousness of Jesus. That's the whole problem.
The problem is that
that's all.
The problem is that if all the religions continue to believing in non-duality, then all their business will shut down. All the business of the churches and temples
of course,
and all the businesses will shut down.
Gym teacher told that to me. Oh, I open your shop here, and then somebody else will open it on that corner, and we're out for business, right? So of course it's business. I see Jesus with
tomorrow, Lawrence. Tomorrow, Rajendra. Thank you. Thank you, Lawrence.
Tomorrow.
Rajendra.
Welcome.
Sir, I have taken the God in this question as SIP. So that is why I said that I can't let go.
I was wondering why you are telling like this.
No, because I took it because I came late. I couldn't understand what the question was.
No problem. You understood now?
I understood that. I have left confining the SIP to my particular Shiva and Mata, and I am trying to see it everywhere. It is prevailing upon my being also, but I don't know how far I am. My knowing and being is on the same page. I don't know still that.
अभी भी आप मूर्ति पूजा करते नहीं करते?
नहीं, मैं यहाँ आया हूँ, यहाँ देहरादून, यहाँ कोई फोटो नहीं है, कोई मिसेस ने मंदिर बनाया अपना, because we are temporary living here because it is hot in the जम्मू में बहुत गर्मी है, we are living here. इसने तो अपना मंदिर लाया, मार्बल का मंदिर, वो कर रही है अपना काम, लेकिन मेरा कोई
उसको करने दो.
वो सुन रही है मेरी बातें, she is laughing also, लेकिन वो कर रही है, but she is happy with me also. बोली जाओ
बोलो आप बीवी को बोलो आपके अंदर ही देवी बाहर नहीं. Bala.
Okay.
So thank you. Bala and Brijesh and Will. Quickly. Bala, Brijesh, Will.
Guruji, as you are walking on the path of truth realization, self-realization, you have to stop clinging to the support, Guruji. And if you stop, and I trust you 100%, Guruji, for that. And you are only the SIP to give me the direction. Yesterday also you said you set your boundaries, you commit to yourself, stop going here and there. Guruji, that sentence, it fitted in my mind like anything. And Guruji, and if you want to become realization, I believe in you 100%. I don't want any award or nothing, Guruji. You are a best gift for me, Guruji. You as a guru in my life, as you entered, Guruji, everything changed. And Guruji, suno, abhi suno, Guruji. Initially, last year, Guruji, I was attending this call like time pass, Guruji. मुझे कुछ समझ में नहीं, सुनो गुरुजी. फिर जैसे मैं अमेरिका गई गुरुजी, and that time I realized everything, गुरुजी.
Okay, बाकी कल. Tomorrow.
अगर आप
Brijesh and Will, time हो गया. Brijesh and Will, come on.
Yeah. I feel that the Ram, Krishna, Jesus, and your guru and you, they were all once enlightened people, and they were made as God. Like suppose out of adoration, I make you as God. That's all. So they are not gods. They were people like you and me. They were realized. So their actions were very different. in their own. That's why they are called the gods. That's all. That's what I understand. Thank you.
Thank you.
And we should be proud to have a live guru. And I always feel that if you find a live guru, it is a lottery. And I'm getting a lottery. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Will. Yes, Will. Guru and Shishya, there's no difference. Both are SIP. Will.
So I think you're saying it's all right to continue worshipping God dualistically until you reach the right stage. Is that correct?
No, no. If you continue worshipping God dualistically, that means you are not jumping into the ultimate truth of life. You have to forget about self-realization. Although Chidanand made a humble submission that you need first self-realization to God realization. To reach that state of God realization, you must cut the lie that God lives in the sky. You have to eliminate the worship of, you have to have faith in the power that is omnipresent, the power that is present in you. And as long as you live the ignorance that God is in the temple, you will never realize God. Whether you do it now or later, the sooner you do it, the better.
So you should attend to your heart and look for yourself, your Atman in your heart first.
Correct. The Atman inside you is Paramatman. The Atman inside you is Brahman. Jesus may be one son. The Father, the Son are all part of the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit is the soul. What they say, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, everything is the Holy Spirit. Everything is soul. Everything is SIP. The sooner, the better. With folded hands, I bow down to you.